The small, bald girl with piercing eyes and a haunted past captured our hearts when she said, "Friends don't lie." With her supernatural abilities and unwavering determination, 11, also known as Elle, quickly became one of the most iconic characters in the series. But what makes 11 so compelling? In this character analysis, we'll dive deep into 11's backstory, her relationship with her friends and family, and her growth throughout the series. 11, or Jane Hopper, is a fictional character in the Netflix series Stranger Things, portrayed by charismatic Millie Bobby Brown. She's a young girl with psychic abilities who was raised in a laboratory by the government. She becomes a key player in the fight against supernatural forces in her town while struggling to find her place in the world. Despite her traumatic past, 11 is a resilient and powerful character who grows into her own sense of identity and agency throughout the series. 11 was based on Project MK Ultra experiment survivors, with elements of ET and the notion of being an outsider added by the Duffer Brothers. Stranger Things was initially intended to be a feature film, but when it was presented to Netflix as a limited series, it was decided that 11 would make a sacrifice in the last episode. The Duffer Brothers decided to tweak the conclusion to keep the character alive when Netflix expressed a desire to continue the program in a second season. In the first season, 11 is introduced as a vulnerable, frightened child who has spent her entire life being experimented on in a government lab. Her emotional scars are evident in her timid demeanor and her limited vocabulary, which mainly consists of the words yes and no. As the season progresses, 11's powers and her relationship with the show's protagonists, particularly Mike, allow her to come out of her shell and develop a sense of companionship. In Season 2, 11 continues to explore her newfound independence, but this time with a greater sense of purpose. She's driven by a desire to find her mother and connect with her own past, which takes her on a journey of self-discovery. As 11's power grows stronger, so too does her determination to take control of her own life and protect those she loves. By Season 3, 11 has evolved into a fully realized character with a strong sense of self. She has learned to trust her own instincts and rely on her own strength, both physical and emotional. Her relationship with the other characters, particularly Mike, have deepened, and she has become a critical member of the group that fights against evil. In Season 4, she is kept apart from the others so that she can refuel her abilities. 11 was prepared to go to whatever lengths necessary to rescue her companions, despite her reluctance to resume her previous way of life with Papa. 11's psychology is shaped by a complex web of factors, including her traumatic past, her capabilities, and her relationships with other characters. As a child, she was taken away from her mother and raised in a government laboratory, where she was subjected to a range of traumatic experiences, including physical and emotional abuse. This has left her with lasting psychological scars, including anxiety, trust issues, and a fear of being trapped. Another important aspect of 11's psychology is her supernatural abilities. Her telekinetic and mind-reading powers are not only a source of fascination for other characters, but they also make her feel different and isolated from her peers. Her abilities can also be a source of stress and exhaustion, as they require intense concentration and can leave her feeling drained. 11's relationships with other characters also offer insight into her psychology. Her bond with Mike is especially significant, as he is the first person to show her genuine kindness and affection. Their relationship has helped 11 develop a greater sense of self-worth and has given her a sense of belonging. Other characters such as Hopper and Max also play important roles in 11's psychological development. 11, the character in Stranger Things, possesses various powerful abilities due to the experiments that were conducted on her, and here are some examples of her abilities as seen in the series. Telekinesis. 11 has the ability to move objects with her mind, as seen when she flips a van in Season 1, Episode 7. She also uses this ability to fight against the Demogorgon and other supernatural creatures. Mind reading. 11 can read the thoughts of others, as seen when she overhears conversations between the government officials who are experimenting on her. Remote viewing. In Season 2, 11 uses her ability to locate people and objects from a distance, allowing her to find her lost sister. Astral Projection. 11 creates an astral projection of herself in Season 2, Episode 7, allowing her to spy on her enemies and find out their plans. Reality warping. In Season 1, Episode 8, 11 uses her powers to open a gateway to the Upside Down, a parallel dimension that is home to dangerous creatures. There are multiple positive shades to this character, that make the worldwide audience fall in love with this character, such as she is courageous. 11 displays great courage throughout the series, particularly when facing supernatural entities in the Upside Down world. For example, in Season 2, she uses her powers to close the portal to the Upside Down, knowing that it could potentially cost her her own life. Loyal. 11 is fiercely loyal to her friends and loved ones, often putting herself in danger to protect them. In Season 3, she risks her safety to save her friend Mike from the Mind Flayer. Empathetic. Despite her isolated upbringing, 11 is empathetic towards others and is able to sense their emotions. For instance, in Season 1, she senses that Will is in danger and helps the boys locate him. Resilient. 11 has faced significant trauma throughout her life, but she demonstrates resilience and the ability to overcome her struggles. She learns to trust others and form relationships with her friends despite her difficult past. Intelligent. 11 has a high level of intelligence, particularly in regard to her powers and understanding of the supernatural entities in the series. She uses her intellect to help her friends defeat their enemies. But besides her positive traits, there are also some negative shades that make her more humane and relatable. These include impulsive. At times, 11 can be impulsive and act without thinking things through. For example, in Season 2, she runs away from home to find her mother without telling anyone, putting herself in danger. Vengeful. Due to her traumatic past, 11 can be vengeful towards those who have hurt her or her loved ones. In Season 2, she seeks revenge against those who have hurt her friend Max, which leads to her being suspended from school. Withdrawn. Despite her strong bonds with her friends, 11 can still be withdrawn and keep to herself. In Season 3, she hides out in a cabin in the woods rather than facing her problems. Emotionally unstable. Due to her traumatic past and the strain of using her powers, 11 can be emotionally unstable at times. She experiences intense mood swings, particularly in Season 2 when she becomes more aggressive and irritable. Disobedient. 11 can be disobedient towards authority figures, particularly when it comes to protecting her loved ones. In Season 1, she disobeys Chef Hopper's orders to stay hidden, putting herself and others in danger. 11 in Stranger Things is a compelling character due to her unique abilities and emotional journey. As the series progresses, she learns to overcome all the obstacles and form strong bonds with her friends to fight against evil forces together, making her a relatable and inspiring character. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. What did you think of 11 in Stranger Things? Is she your favorite character too? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all our content. Thanks for watching.